Which begs me to ask the question, since we're not, or since I'm not, going to be doing like reruns of this or anything, we're just playing through to the end.
Yeah?
How many levels are there?
Well, there are probably multiple missions for each... There's only probably 3 levels, but there's multiple missions within each one.
I can't get over how short I am.
I like that little trapdoor animation, because imagine the person standing there and just open it, like, to be an asshole. Like, ah! Oh, man.
Although I will say one thing. I do like how brief the levels are, because it means that they don't overstay their welcome. Because like they give you a taste of what it is, and then they expound on it for a couple minutes, and then...
Oh wait, stop.
Over.
It was once home to an advanced machine race. Another race that's not here.
Centuries of neglect.
See? Again, we're gonna be facing an empty planet full of, like, nothing.
Machines. More machines that demand respect. No. So they're not orbs that demand respect. They are... They're squares that demand sacrifice.
Well, that's pretty much what you can do.
Okay.
Why stop the Why stop the interference? What's going on?
Because if the interference wasn't stopped, then they can't survey the land.
Right, we're here to exploit and exterminate.
Better to bring shock weapons. It really is like Pokemon. I wonder when we're gonna get friggin' lighter dark weapons or friggin' fighting weapons.
We already have flaming weapons.
No, fighting with like my fists.
Have at it, sir.
Too many.
You're one over, apparently. You're fat. Can't use it. You're fat.
Actually. Yep, that's fine.
You're full up now. I wonder if there's a way to increase your weight capacity.
Probably with mods.
That's a good point.
Hey, look, it's China.
All this smog. It looks more like Bespin to me.
You know, it'd be a cool mission and a neat change of pace for this game is if I controlled the gunship. Which actually isn't a thing that any Metroid game has done. Even Metroid Prime 3, they teased it, but they didn't give it to us. Where you could just like control the gunship and then use its guns to shoot stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of waste coming down.
In Metroid Prime 3, you could call in airstrikes.
Yeah, but apparently here the Marines are like, nah, the single guy cosplaying as Samus is going to be doing fine.
Cease operations, cool.
Yeah, discharge. Talk about that. Like it's like green goo coming out everywhere. Toxic.
You got it
too.
Alrighty.
Oh wait! Open that door. There's a mod in there.
No, this is. I have to go in from the back.
Oh, okay.
The thing in the back is the door. You have to think like a game designer. I'm looking forward to playing AM2R.
Shame you gotta go through this first, eh?
I wonder where I should shoot it.
Shoot it in its weak point.
Yeah, probably. Really? They're just giving it to me? Alright.
Oh, a sentry dog bot thing.
I'm not feeling particularly challenged yet. Like I said earlier, AM2R, that was the thing that they did. They came out with a couple bosses that kind of like slapped my shit in a little bit. But this game has yet to do that. No? Alright.
Well, you know, if reviews are anything to go by, this game is going to get real tough later on.
Just because I'm playing solo?
Yeah.
I bet one of these is going to be a secret.
Just gotta burn up your mech a little bit until you find it. You're scratching the paint, by the way.
We'll just give it a new one. New paint job.
Yeah, really. It's like, hey, I scratched it for a reason. This gunmetal gray just ain't Sam's style.
Nothing? I'll get something eventually.
Well, that's a lot of bots.
That's alright. Are we having fun?
Not especially.
No?
I think you asked me this last time too. This game is just I mean, I know you had said it's not a commenting specialty to admit that you have nothing to say, but honestly, there's really nothing to say other than this map is a maze. That's the problem with this game, like you were saying.
It's a maze, like you can see the entire maze on the bottom screen.
Yeah, the mini map shows it shows a map. I mean, maybe viewers can't see it when you're editing it out, but viewers, there's a mini map at the bottom screen, and it pretty much tells them exactly where he is, where to go, etc.
I'll just throw it up. Oops. Okay, look please. Look please.
So, in AM2R's last video, we were discussing the concept of game design, and I know that we're going to probably be uploading this after the AM2R, but what is it about this game so far that's not really stirring you up?
Just the fact that it feels a little whitewashed, really. It's not really taking any risks other than the art style, and the art style is kind of well, bad. I don't really want to say that. That's kind of unfair, but it's also not Metroid, and that's kind of like one of. Oh, yeah, good point. That's kind of one of the things that's really turning me off from this game so far, is that, like, Metroid has always been the more serious of the Nintendo IPs. Nintendo is all about, like, fat Italian plumbers rescuing princesses from fire-breathing turtles, or like little boys wearing Robin Hood clothes, saving princesses from fire-breathing pigmen. Whatever. Or a 10-year-old participating in cockfights. But in Metroid, it's always been like the more serious one. Like Samus, like it explores the concepts of like isolation, of loneliness, of duty, and in some cases it explores things like what it means to be I don't know, just like a human with a heart, like in Metroid 2, where Samus, she doesn't want to kill a defenseless baby Metroid, and instead brings it in so she could use it to better the advancement of humankind. And then, like, I say all this just because we're playing this game, and here I am, like, exploring all of this. Don't touch the goop, because that'll hurt you. Shoot the boxes. Maybe there's something in them that I honestly don't need. I don't even know why I'm doing this. The game also has, like, a friggin' point counter in the corner. That's not Metroid. Metroid's about survival. Never once has Metroid been about points, even in the NES game.
So ultimately it boils down to that this is just a shooter using Metroid's name.
Pretty much. Like, I don't even turn into a morph ball. Easily one of the coolest things about Metroid.
A literal missile key. Alright, game.
Okie doke. Oh, it's an elevator. No, this uses... Not that.
Missile, maybe.
It uses missiles.
There you go. I think the fact the game is easy is because you're not trying to maximize points. Because again, why would you want to? Because, you know, this is not... Metroid's not about the points. But I think that the game would be tougher if you were like hanging back, using your missiles, using charge shots to get maximum points, maybe letting the enemies get some shots on you.
You think getting hurt gives me more points?
No. Well, the idea being that when you're charging up your shots to get the blasted bonus and all that, it'll probably hurt you.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, but that feels more like I'm playing slow and steady. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's also not really what Metroid's been about, at least to me. The 2D Metroid games and the 3D Metroid games, they're kind of like different beasts, even though they have the same feel to them. But they've always been about more like run and gun, more blasty shoot 'em up sort of games rather than something stealthy. Although that's not always the case. But just like in this case, I suppose, if I were to play the same level in Metroid Prime, I would turn the corner and then blah, suddenly there's space pirates everywhere and I have to shoot them all quick. Like the first time we found the space pirate base in friggin' something... What was the ice level called in Metroid Prime 1?
Phendrana?
Phendrana Drifts.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just, like, when we first found the space pirates there, like, do you remember that?
I do. I remember getting the thermal visor and the lights just going off and then pirates everywhere.
Yeah. Like, it was one of the coolest levels, like, ever. In my opinion, I don't think I've ever brought this up, but in my opinion, I think Metroid Prime 1 is probably the greatest game ever designed.
Wow, that's high praise indeed.
Whenever someone asks me what's your top 10 favorite games or anything, I always say Metroid Prime is 1, and then Super Mario RPG for 2, and then Xenoblade Chronicles for 3, something or other. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but Metroid Prime 1 is always the first one that comes to mind. And I was just thinking, just the other day, about Phendrana Drifts, the space pirate base in Phendrana Drifts. And the biggest reason why that one had such a big impact to me is because when you first open the door, like the music stops, and then you just hear like ambience mostly. I'm sure I'm gonna fight something here. Heart of the power station. Yeah, it's a boss. The music stops, you get nothing but ambience. And then, like, the draw distance is really decreased because of fog. And then all of a sudden you hear this thump 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 thump, and then a space pirate comes at you from out of nowhere. And that always, like, that left such a huge impact on me. Just the whole thing about that. Is this really the whole fight? Will this go faster with this? Yes, it will. Enemies detected. To here. It just left such a huge impact on me. Just the way that everything panned out, the way that it was such a huge tonal shift. Like, you were going from just exploring, having fun at Phendrana, and then suddenly you're in some sort of survival horror mode, and just like you don't know what's going to be around the corner. You can't see very well, and it was very clear that you were walking like you were an intruder. And all that has to do with like the art direction, with the level design. Get to high ground, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Go on.
But then you... I kind of lost my train of thought, but basically just compare all of that to what we're seeing right now. And none of this is... Ooh, Jesus. And none of this is really leaving an impact on me. Like, I'm not going to say that modern games don't or can't leave impacts on me, because that would just be, like, really haughty of me. I'd just be, like, coming off as a huge asshole. But, I don't know, this just, like, it's just not gripping me pretty much at all, really. And it's because of a lot of reasons. The art direction is one of them. The gameplay is another. The fact that they didn't really manage to capture the feel of Metroid.
That's the biggest shame of all, huh?
At least so far. The thread did try to tell us to keep an open mind, maybe not shit on it so much. Just play it through, keep our... reserve our criticisms for the end. And I'll try to do that.
Well, in your case you will, but in my case, you know, I'm gonna just say as I go, and so far I gotta say, like you were saying, doesn't feel like Metroid, and comparing it to past Metroids, I mean, we should always kind of judge something on its merits and not compare it to something that was done better, but at the same time, this is a Metroid game, and it has kind of some big shoes to fill. Even counting the downside of Other M. You know, you've got to respect the history, you know, of the game. And so far, this game is just not gripping.
Like, if you're gonna call a game a Metroid, or I don't know, like what's a really popular series? Smash Bros. Friggin' Mario Kart, I guess. You have something. The point is, like, you have a reputation to keep up. You have big shoes to fill, and so far, like, I'm not being particularly gripped by this game. One of the reasons why I bought it, I feel it's my civic duty. Some people, they want to play it, they want to see how it goes for themselves. Well, I'm doing it for you, so you don't have to. Save your money.
See, and because you're doing it, I don't have to either.
I mean, you could make it go by a whole lot faster and a whole lot more entertaining for the both of us.
Well, probably. I mean, it's one thing to be sitting here watching it and just watching you play it live. It's like me watching over your shoulder while you play it on your big screen TV or something. Although at the same time, this is the kind of game that you'd play for a bit and be like, and you put it down to pick up something else.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah, well, Sun and Moon came out. How's that going along?
I'm not too far into it just yet, but it is very pretty. Rowlet for life. Losing platforms.
Uh-oh. I'm guessing each of these platforms is like a core filler or something, and then it just sinks into the ground to say, like, yeah, this platform's full of goo or whatever this thing is.
Better finish this up quick. My system is yelling at me. It's running out of juice.
LPing life, bro. You gotta. Oh, you limit reached. Okay, that does mean indeed. Just finish this fight. Use all your rockets. Use everything.
I don't have any rockets.
Oh.
This is the fight now.
You gotta aim your shots, bro. You gotta aim your shots.
Oh, come on.
And I can't even imagine the pain that you must be feeling too. You might want to get back to the platform.
Yeah.
Can you shoot it from here?
No, I don't think. Because like I said, I gotta finish this fight soon. I am running low on battery. It's surprising, actually, that there's no indicator on screen to tell me that I'm running low on battery. Most games
well, I think
do
by
that.
this point, the game is already kind of you already know what to expect. And wow, charge shots really are bad with the hitboxes here.
Yeah, just do this.
Now it's going faster to just be a dick. Oh, guys, drop sentry bots or something all around you. Because I can dodge and shoot. There you go.
Just get it over with. That hurt my thumb a lot, though.
You did it. You blew up the generator.
Also destroyed any way to contain the fuel. A highly corrosive gas. Don't even need to call the fuel anything. Okay.
Proceed to extraction.
Right
GTA.
here?
Oh, you have 40 seconds. Jeez. No one's coming to help you now. It's all you, bro.
You know, shit is intense because there's a lot of flashing lights, beeping noises.
Jeez. Oh, there you made
Alright,
it.
so we're out. So why did we come here again?
To destroy the beeper. Destroy the signal jammer booster.
Destroy the beeper.
Whoa, okay. I guess this fight's not over yet. Oh. It's the Space Pirates.
Yeah, that's their theme. Well, these guys. Alright. Do some of this. Oh, and I died.
You died?
Well, no, my game ran out of battery. Well. Alright, so, we'll just jump cut to the end. Alright, we're back. That was fun. I had to go through the entire level again, get up all the mods, fight all the enemies, kill the generator again. I'm gonna need to see a doctor after this. But yeah, we're back. See these guys again. It's the Space Pirates. You can tell because of their theme, and definitely not because of how they look.
Well, they look actually kind of pirate-ish, to their credit.
They look kind of what?
They actually look space pirate-ish, to their credit.
Olive Branch, I am the expert Metroid person here. I will be the judge of that.
Alright. As you say so, sir.
They look... I suppose they're identifiable as pirates. But along with the rest of the art direction, they look a little too cartoonish for me.
They're
but
huge,
as long
dude. They're the same size as you.
But still, I mean, compare them to... I'm comparing them to how they looked in like Metroid Prime or anything when I say cartoonish.
No, I know, I know what you mean. I'm just making a side reference that... Be aware that space pirates, I think, aren't they human-sized? In this case, they're like... They're mech-sized. They're huge.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. These guys are friggin' massive. And they're really good at dodging.
Hop around and dodge your shots.
Jesus. What is even the point of having a charge shot, you know? Nope.
Maybe because you try to line him up and then you shoot him and then maybe the charge shot misses one as he dodges and hits the guy behind him.
Jesus.
Or just get close enough to just blast him while he's in your face.
Alright, whatever. Man, the Lone Wolf mod is really doing work for me. Sending the dropship, so we like battery cutout at the very end. Could not have been more at the end.
It's the game's way of telling you, do you hate me enough yet? Yay!
There we have it.
My God,
I if I get more than one medal.
These medal demands are getting higher and higher.
Oh, 16 seconds?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I probably would have gotten that second one.
Ah, well. Now you have 3 medals. You can equip 2 mods.
That's true. I got a handful of mods right here. Power shot. That one's a good one. That one's also a good one.
I don't think you have to be so defensive because you're just damaging them so much anyway.
Well, it's either be defensive or offensive, and this is a good point. I think I'd rather be offensive.
Oh,
I've
look.
contacted Samus Aran. That's me.
You know, you're Samuel Iran.
No, Samuel Aaron, Aaron.
Samuel Aaron. Good work. So they're name dropping Samus like twice already, and it's like, why can't we play Samus? Why can't we play Samus and do a new Super Mario Brothers thing where you play Mario, Luigi, and 2 Toads? And then have one guy go, I'm Samus now, and then the other 3 are like, no, I don't want to be the generic grunt.
I'm trying to think of why they went with that. Why they went with generic, like the Toads rather than Wario and Waluigi or Princess Peach or something. I know they eventually went with Princess Peach in Super Mario 3D World.
Maybe they figured they couldn't choose on the proper sidekicks.
We got a new paint job.
Yeah, I like how they put it in a question mark to be like, what is the paint job? You go find out. Oh look, new missions on each map. Yep.
Alright then.
As if we didn't hate enough the fact that we're gonna have to play in these empty landscapes. We're gonna have to play them again. Yeah,
they're all like we're just retreading the same ground, but slightly different, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Oh, you can only have 1 orange, 1 purple, or 1 green apparently.
Can only equip 1 copy. Alright, that's good enough for me.
Let's paint up our...
Alright. What's our slick new paint job? I'll take it.
Tall grass.
For the pilot planning a safari vacation.
Why not just say... No, why be goofy? Why not just say something like... Go a little bit more serious and say, like, this is good for camouflage and woodlands and whatever. But no, I guess we're gonna have to go with the silly stuff.
I think this game doesn't know what it wants to be, and that's one of the things that's putting me off.
One thing, oh by the way, before you continue, one thing that I would have liked to see, but they dropped the ball on this, is to actually camo your soldier with the camo of the big mech.
Oh yeah. It would have been decent at immersion, yeah. But that's enough for today. We've been at it for an hour and a bit. Not counting the horrible catastrophe. Any closing thoughts, Olive Branch?
Just that this game could have been more, and it's not, and it's kind of disappointing. I'm just kind of disappointed.
So far, it is all of those things that you just said, yes.
Yeah.
But you know, we have how many friggin' levels?
3 levels and lots of missions.
Well, I mean like 3 more, but if we're filling out the entire screen, then that's a lot of missions.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of videos then. A lot of videos to bemoan what this game could have been.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe it'll work out. Maybe we'll play a good game.
We'll eventually come around to liking it at the end.
Maybe. Well, till next time. Aiuto.
Aiuto indeed.